And all the people say, you can't wake up, this is not a dream. You're part of a machine, you are not a human being. We should face so made up, living on a screen. Low on self-esteem, so you run on gasoline. I think there's a flaw in my code. These voices won't leave me alone.
She has a power that kind of functions in 3 parts, sort of like a lot of killer powers, honestly. The first aspect I'll cover is the manifestation/demanifestation. In this state, she has no physical collision, so you can see I can just walk right through you. So this is useful for like if you have an injured survivor you need to down and survivors are trying to body block. Sadako just ignores that and walks right through them. But yeah, in the demanifested state, Sadako cannot be stunned. Sadako can only be seen within 24 meters when she's demanifested.
Oh, nice. I think I reached that state. That's fun.
So yeah, that's pretty much everything to do with demanifestation. You can hold down the power button for 2 seconds to manifest. The second aspect of Sadako's power is, if you'll follow me over here. So, just to talk a bit on the survivor side, these are the TVs. They have a white aura that is revealed to Sadako at all times while they're powered on. Additionally, you can see right now the TV is playing the cursed videotape on it. However, if you walk outside of that 16-meter range, so if you were to back up again, it would just go blank. These TVs do more than just sit in the map, because Sadako, while she's demanifested, I can press Control next to the selected TV and crawl out of it, which is a 5-second animation before I regain control of my character, Sadako. When you crawl out of a TV, so after that 5-second animation, you gain a speed boost of 6.9 meters for 2 seconds. Furthermore, again on the survivor end, I've now teleported outside of 2 TVs while you're within 16 meters of them, so you would have 2 stacks of Condemn right now, which you, the survivor, can see, whereas me, the killer, all I see is like a gray ring around your portrait. This is very important with Sadako. With Sadako, you need to be paying attention to the HUD at pretty much all times. When I crawl out of the TV, at the end of that 5-second animation, your portrait lights up, indicating to me that you just gained a stack of Condemn. But yeah, whenever you crawl out of a TV, survivors within 16 meters of a powered TV, so any survivor that can see the aura of a TV gains a stack of Condemn. There are multiple different cooldowns for your TVs. As for Sadako's power, Sadako has no inherent cooldowns. You can demanifest and remanifest as many times as you want. That doesn't go on cooldown. You can teleport around the map as many times as you want. That doesn't go on cooldown either. The only aspect of her power that does go on cooldown is the TVs themselves. There's two different cooldowns. So when Sadako projects, or teleports, project is the official term in the power, teleports to a TV, the TV has a cooldown of 45 seconds before it turns back on. However, that's not the only way a TV can turn off. Now, a survivor can perform a 1-second animation to remove a tape from a TV. This highlights the furthest TV from the TV they retrieved from in yellow to them, as well as turning that TV off for 70 seconds. You can still gain stacks of Condemn while carrying a tape, and that will still be shown on the HUD to you, the killer. So when you insert the tape right here, you will remove 3 stacks of Condemn. When Sadako downs a survivor and hooks them, if they have any stacks of Condemn, some of those stacks will get locked in. So if you hook a survivor 2 times and they have lots of Condemn both times, they should have now 6 stacks of locked-in Condemn, and pretty much any time they gain Condemn will become fully condemned. Which is the third aspect of Sadako's power, what we've been talking about, Condemn. When a survivor reaches 7 stacks of Condemn, their portrait will change from a gray ring to a red ring, as well as them being revealed in Killer Instinct for 6 seconds. Once they become fully condemned, if you down them, you can just outright Mori them with a unique Mori called Inexorable Stare that ignores any requirements for hook states or anything like that. Teleporting a lot. When I was explaining the TVs, something I mentioned is survivors can only retrieve a tape from a powered on TV. What this means is if you have all of your TVs powered off, they don't have a way to cleanse Condemn. You've sort of trapped them in this oh crap moment. I need to find a powered on TV or else I'm going to die soon. I'm going to get to 7 stacks. When you start employing this Condemn playstyle of just teleporting a lot, it's going to look like spamming to the survivors. It's going to look like you're just teleporting without any sort of thought or planning. However, this isn't how you should be doing it. You should be planning out your route of where you're teleporting to. So keeping track of which TVs are high priority TVs, like ones next to hooked survivors, ones next to generators that haven't been repaired yet, and prioritizing those for important moments, and then using the TVs next to generators that have been repaired already and just aren't going to be that high traffic areas for survivors, and using those as sort of buffer teleports to gain information on where people are based on Condemn spread. It's going to feel like you're not making an impact in the match and you're just losing, but you need to trust in the character, you need to trust in the power, you need to have faith in it. It is making an impact, you're building up Condemn pressure on survivors, because inevitably, if you're managing your TVs, you're going to be slowly building up Condemn on survivors. Tape runs are going to be very difficult for them, because all of your TVs are off basically all the time. And once you get to like that 3rd gen that's been completed, somebody's gonna light up red, and it's go time. That's when the snowball starts, because once you get somebody out of the game from a Condemn kill, more than likely the rest are gonna start following. You're gonna get hooks, and there's only 2 people left, so they can't really recover from it as easily. They're not going to be able to do tape runs as effectively because there's a lot more pressure on them all the time, and it's just gonna sort of snowball from there. But again, another tip I have for Sadako is just don't give up on the Condemn playstyle. Don't sort of just fall back on M1 gameplay and I just need to get downs and hooks. you need to keep managing your TVs and keep going for that Condemn spread, even if it doesn't really feel like you're making an impact in the match. Yeah, I suppose that is a good transition to start talking about perks and add-ons. Generally, Sadako synergizes very well with information perks or reading perks. So perks like that I really like running are Hex Face the Darkness, Lethal Pursuer, obviously. A thing to consider with Sadako is hook perks, like Friends Till the End, Barbecue, and Chili. You're not going to be hooking nearly as much as a normal killer, and so you have to judge if that lesser value is going to be worth it. Chase perks. I find a lot of fun in chase perks. Play with your food is a really fun perk on Sadako.
So I'm thinking that the build I'm gonna run, I'm just like based on everything you're saying, is Lethal Pursuer, Hex Face the Darkness, Play with your food, and either coup de grace or machine learning.
That is a very solid Sadako build, yes. Machine learning or coup de grace can be swapped out as well for brutal strength.
If you could project one phrase, sentence into the minds of everyone that wants to try out Sadako, what would that sentence be?
Patience. Again, like I was saying earlier, it's going to feel like you're just losing. 3 gens are going to go by and you've maybe hooked one person, and you're like, what am I even doing? But just have faith in the character, trust the character. Your power is dealing damage to them. You're building up that curse, you're building up Condemn. You just have to trust the character and have patience. It's going to pay off.
Gotta make a move to a town that's right for me.
A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts.